switch on my TV, 'cause all they do is lie. And I don't need no programming telling me what to buy. But I believe, I believe the truth will set you free. I believe the truth will set you free. I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in war. What are the reasons why they're for? Don't believe celebrities pretending to be what they ain't. Make poverty history, they say, bold in the saints. But I believe, I believe the truth will set you free. I believe the truth will set you free. I believe the truth will set you free. Don't believe the justice system will give you what you deserve. It's all around bad judges and Lucifer they serve. Don't believe banks are honest, it fleets you to the bone. And when there's nothing left to get, they'll even take you home. But I believe the truth will set you free. I believe the truth will set you free. I believe the truth will set you free. I believe the truth will set you free.
Mark,
I'm John.
John.
Pleased to meet you, man.
John.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you say you are?
10.
Wow, that's really open.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Have you ever been brainwashed?
I can't say I have, no.
Would you? Is it fair to say that we're the result of our environment, our social conditioning? Would you agree with that, or would you disagree with that?
We're a result of that.
Yeah.
I think we're a result of lots of different things, but the environment's got a huge impact on it, yeah.
Yeah. That we're all socially conditioned to wherever we're. I mean, not being brought up a Muslim, so
I see what you mean, right. Yeah, I suppose in a way we are, yes, because when I was young, we got religious education at school,
me too.
And no choice in the matter whatsoever, not even the choice of not having it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose we are conditioned to that way.
Yeah.
But as you grow older, you become more open-minded and you realise that there are alternative ways of looking at things.
Do you think everybody does?
No.
Right.
No.
Do you think your thoughts are your own?
My thoughts?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All of them?
My thoughts are my own. They may be influenced by other things, but I think what I think about is what I want to think about. Yeah.
Would it be fair to say your thoughts are conditioned then?
I suppose there must be in a way. Yeah.
Do you think there's such thing as original thought?
Original thought?
Yeah. You're thinking of one?
I am.
Can you think of one?
In the context of where you put it already, where we're conditioned to think certain things, then difficult to think of an original thought. But I think we have very powerful minds.
Absolutely,
and we can use what information we've gathered to come up with new ideas and things. So that would be an original thought based on what we've gathered, but it's not completely from ourselves because it's information from elsewhere. So
would it be fair to say that all new ideas come from old thought? Like the bases are in old thought, and it's just put in a melting pot, something else comes out.
Yeah, probably. Yes, I think so. Yeah, because
So
old thoughts certainly determine the way in which you look at the world and the way going forward. But yeah.
So when you said you're open-minded to a degree of 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
How do you know that your thoughts are all your own then?
I don't. No. That's obvious. That's logical thinking. But I'm still an independent thinker. And
Good. So would you class yourself as an independent critical thinker?
critical thinker? Oh, definitely, yes.
Yeah? Oh, wow, okay. Can I test that a wee bit?
Yeah, go on.
I usually bring up controversial subjects and ones that go against the grain. You know, we're socially conditioned to believe one thing
Yes.
until somebody comes along and tells us something else.
Yes.
Now, if we dismiss that without inquiry, do you think that's intelligent?
If we miss out the inquiry.
If we dismiss what somebody else says without inquiring.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. That's not very intelligent. No, you really need to find out what's behind somebody else's thinking before dismissing somebody's thoughts. Yes, definitely.
So if I bring up a couple of things to see how open-minded you are.
Yeah.
I walked past that street there and I've seen a shop, an interesting shop called The Earth is Flat.
Yes.
What do you think? What's your initial response when you walk past that?
I've seen those shops, and I've seen various posters and people putting graffiti up all over the place, and I've wondered what that's all about, because I've been conditioned to believe that the world is not flat, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong to believe that it is flat. Everybody's entitled to believe what they like, and I believe it's round, but because I've got information that tells me that it is.
Could I ask you what information you have that informs you that you believe the Earth is round?
There's scientific evidence that's been shown on TV with pictures from space. There's gone back to ancient history when somebody worked out the shape of the Earth because of the sun's rays and all that sort of stuff.
Copernicus, 500
yes,
years ago.
Absolutely.
Now, what was the first thing you said there? Sorry, the pictures from space.
Yes.
Yeah. What if I told you there weren't real photographs?
Well, you could tell me that, but I don't think that's true, because I've seen so many of them that I don't think it's possible that they could make so many false pictures. And why would they want to do that?
Yeah, fair point. But could I ask you if pictures are proof of anything?
Pictures are proof of everything.
Is a photograph proof of anything?
No.
Because with modern day Photoshop, I could show you a photograph of me on the Loch Ness Monster flying around the moon and look real.
Yeah. So what you're saying to me is, unless I've seen that the world is round,
using
personally,
thinking,
then I've got no reason to believe that it is round.
Yeah.
Which is a fair point of view. Which is where I'm open-minded now. I believe what you're saying.
Hey, it's brilliant. It's so refreshing. I'm glad I came to M&S.
All right.
So would you agree, though, like you and me, we were told at around 5 years old that we lived in this ball and we totally accepted it without questioning?
Yes.
Now, that's all second-hand information, isn't it, that we live on a ball? We can't verify that for ourselves, can we? So it's a belief.
Unless we were to go round it ourselves and come right round the outside of the sphere that we live on and come back to where we started, which I've done half of anyway. Yeah. I've been to New Zealand, but I've gone right round. But yeah.
Did you go upside down?
No.
If I sailed round the ball, at some point I'm going to have to go upside down or not?
Relative to where you started, yes.
If I dig a hole in the earth on the northern hemisphere and I jump through a channel that's just wide enough for my shoulders,
yes,
what would come out first at the other end?
Your feet.
But then I'd be opposite everybody else.
Yes, you would, yeah.
So,
but you'd be standing on your head.
My feet are coming out first, though.
Yes, but you would then be standing on your head,
I beg your pardon,
on the other side. Yeah.
But that wouldn't make sense.
Why not?
Because you're different to everybody else. And how could people be standing upside down in a ball?
Because of gravity.
Now, you're an independent critical thinker.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. How do you know gravity exists?
Because I'm standing on this bridge and not floating away in space.
But why do we need to be held down?
Because if we didn't, we'd be outside. Because we'd be outside of our atmosphere and we'd die.
Yeah, but our bodies are denser than the atmosphere, so we're not going to float.
Why are we denser than the atmosphere?
Because a helium balloon is lighter. The molecules of a helium balloon is lighter, so it rises.
Yeah.
Our molecules are heavier, so we don't rise.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
See, density and buoyancy explained everything before the theory of gravity came into. Mm-hmm. Now, gravity's never been proven. That's why it's called a theory.
I think there's quite a few theories on gravity.
Yeah,
Mr. Newton started it off, didn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Newton started it, but he's never proven it. Henry Cavendish said that, well, he claimed that he witnessed the gravitational waves or the gravitational constant in his barn with 2 lead balls. That's never been repeated.
No. Okay.
Surely every school and university should be doing that experiment. Look, come and watch a gravitational constant with one larger mass pulling one smaller mass.
Okay.
But it doesn't exist. So I'm just putting to you that,
yes, absolutely, and that's a fair point of view.
that we've been lied to our lives about where we live in.
But does it make any difference to us whether we've been lied to about gravity or not? I mean, we're still standing on the ground,
Well,
on a ball.
I think for me, morally speaking, if they're lying to all the children, including you and me at school, I think that's wrong.
Lying is wrong, yes, but but lying with the intention of deceit is wrong.
Yeah.
But lying through ignorance isn't wrong.
No,
if you know what I
I'd
mean.
agree with you. But then, when NASA get 52 million a day to lie to us, that's criminal.
But why would they want to lie to us?
Well,
Is their role not to try and understand the Earth and the universe and to try and explain it?
Well,
so that we can understand it ourselves as normal human beings, not NASA people, so that we can just get on with our lives and not worry about the fact we're going to float off into space and fall off the edge of the world.
Yeah, but you and I would do that if we went there now. But these people who are running it, they're not like you and me. It's about power and control, and they're not doing it for our benefit. And it's really not for me.
That goes on the assumption that people in positions of intelligence or developing understanding of the world are doing it for the basis of power and control.
Yes.
And I don't know if they are.
Well, I'm convinced they are, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you feel there's a plot to do something to us?
Well, before I came across this subject, which I didn't agree with either, until I looked into it, then I had to admit my own ignorance that I just believed everything I was told. Then I come across lots of information contradicted what I was being told. But before that, I researched most subjects which are completely opposite to what I was told. And it's about being independent, critical thinker, questioning and researching what I've been told. And,
yes. Well,
millions of people now know that we do not live on a magic spinning ball, both educated and non-educated. There's millions waking up each day thinking, all I had was a belief. I just believed what I was told, and we're given a false.
So what are we living on then?
Well, if I could just say, the blue marble shot you get every year. I don't know if you go on the internet. You can go on YouTube and type in Robert Simon, who designs the blue marble shot, and he's on a radio program saying that it's photoshopped because it has to be. So they're not real photographs.
Yeah, okay, but you didn't answer my question. What are we living on then?
Yeah, but I'll answer that. But do you think that's quite shocking if that's true? There's no real photographs of Earth as a ball.
It would be dreadful if it was untrue, because
you can research that yourself. I mean,
yeah, okay. I've seen programs on TV questioning the moon landings and all that sort of stuff, and the evidence that's produced to say these are not real photographs is quite believable.
Yeah.
And I have asked myself that question, but as a 14-year-old boy watching that on TV, I just was mesmerised and thought, somebody is up there on that moon, on that ball up in the sky.
Yeah.
And
but they don't go back now, do they?
No.
And they've lost so much of the footage.
Well, yes, I know. That was then, this is now. We're looking at different things now. I don't know why we need to go elsewhere at the moment, but they're looking at going to Mars. Maybe that's the next step, to going somewhere else. However, you never answered my question.
I'll answer, sorry.
What are we living on?
Getting interesting questions to me. In truth, I don't know. But what they tell me is that Earth's surface is 71% water. Now, my natural observations tell me water is flat level. So 71% of the ball is flat level. That doesn't equate with my brain.
Understand that argument. That's
especially when gravity's never been proven.
I've often thought of that. Here's the thing for you though. I've often thought about this as well. Up here we get big blue sky like this sometimes. Not often, sometimes. And you see planes going to America. And they're going in a straight line to America because that's the shortest distance. So they're taking off from Heathrow. Why are they coming up here? Why do they come up here to go to America? It's because its shortest distance is round a curve, and that's what I believe. Yeah. And
it's great that you're honest and you say it's a belief.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Now, if I presented to you the flat Earth map, that's actually a straight line. That's in one straight line. But on a globe, they have to go up and down because they're not on a globe. It's on a straight map.
But if they were going on a straight line from London to New York, they wouldn't go anywhere near Iceland. That's what they do. They fly up from here to Iceland and then down the east coast of Canada.
Yeah, I know.
It's a straight line. It is a straight line because it's over a curve.
It is, but that map is not correct. Now, have you seen the size of Greenland?
Yes.
Compared to Africa?
Yes, I know.
It's almost as big as Africa.
Yeah.
And there's a fantastic woman who gives a presentation about how this is so racist because all the Northern Hemisphere continents look bigger than they actually are, and the southern ones are made smaller than they actually are. So that map is not accurate, and if you look at the flat Earth map, it makes all sense, because all these flights are in a straight line.
Okay. There are thousands of different ways of looking at the Earth on maps. I did geography at university, so I can tell you I've seen maps of the world upside down and back to front and all that. So you can draw the world in thousands of different ways.
But when you plan your holidays and you look at maps, it's always a flat map. We never go to the globe and plan our journeys, do we? We always look at a flat level map. Google Maps. Yep. Get our maps out on the table. We don't get the globe and go, all right, the distance here and distance there.
Okay.
Because we don't live in the globe. And I know that may sound crazy to you, but it's absolutely crazy now for me to believe I live in a magical spinning ball, water going around it, shooting through space. I mean, I think that's unbelievable.
Okay, and I'm fine with you believing that.
Well, great, because that's everybody's right to. But it's not a belief. It's annoying. You know, when you go to the beach and you see a ship go over the horizon, take a zoom camera or a telescope, and you see the bottom of that ship again, proving it's not going over a curvature, it's just going out your line of perspective. So there are many of these proofs you can do to prove that you're not in the ball. If
you stood on the east coast of New Zealand and saw a ship going away to America, you'd still be able to see it through your binoculars?
No, not because of that. The density of the atmosphere and the molecules in the atmosphere, you can't see forever on any surface.
Your belief, or whatever? Sorry,
it's not a belief.
Well, whatever it is, then you want other people to be the same as yourself?
No.
You're accepting that other people have different ways of seeing the world?
Absolutely.
Right.
They're lying to us on a huge scale, so I think it's criminal. Now, I'm just asking people to critically think about what we're discussing here, and what you know. Is it a knowing or is it a belief? And I had to be honest with myself. Everything I knew about the heliocentric model was a belief, because it's second-hand information. Now you look at the Suez Canal, it's 100 miles long, and as you know, with geography, canals work because they're flat level.
Yes.
Now that would be impossible in the ball. Rivers in the southern hemisphere flowing up the ball. How does that work? Airplanes flying around the ball. Airplanes use a gyroscope and an artificial horizon to retain that level flight path. They fly it into space for the ball.
Is that because there's so many of them?
Appealing to your critical thinking rather than what you've been told. Surely, if you're flying level long enough, you fly into space. Because pilots admit they do not take any curvature into consideration when flying. They do not dip the nose down, so they fly level. Submarines are the same. They don't dip down to go around any alleged curvature.
No.
So I'm just putting to you, as mad as you think it is.
I never said it was mad.
Well, most people do.
All right.
Well, when I first came across it, I thought, ooh, that's a bit of a stretch.
Well,
I know we've been lied to a lot of other things, but
it's certainly a different way of looking at things, and it's one that's going to have to take a lot of convincing for me. But I'm not saying it's mad.
No. Have I said anything that might make you even think about it?
I have thought about it since I've seen these things on the walls, thinking flat earth. What on earth is that all about? Then there's a shop opens up and I thought, what on earth are they selling? But they're not selling, they're just putting stuff up for people to read. Which is fine. Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
But this is growing so big. I mean, there's millions of people now. If you go to YouTube, it's saturated.
Okay, what would the end product then be? If everybody converted to the belief or the understanding that the world is flat?
To find out who we are and where we are, rather than lying to us that we're in a ball.
Okay.
And is there further land out there we've not been told about? Because we don't explore because we think, well, it's just space out there, so we don't go any further.
Okay.
And also, on a flat surface, you know, I can say that you're all the continents of the Earth. I can circumnavigate you and come back to where I started.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that, be on a ball to do that. See?
You would if you were on a straight line.
Yeah, but if you speak to any sailor or airline pilot, nobody does that in a straight line, and nobody has circumnavigated the Earth between north and south. Don't you think that's a bit strange? Nobody's ever done that. Well, a country that we are rich with explorers and adventurers, nobody's. I'll circumnavigate between north and south. It's never been done.
Oh well, someone will one day, perhaps.
Only for on a ball.
Anyway, I'm getting frozen, I believe. something to do with the atmosphere that circulates around this world that we have, round or flat, whatever it is. I'm going inside. All right.
Okay.
John.
Do you go on YouTube?
I do.
Could I ask you just to watch one video then?
All right.
It's called 200 Proofs by Dubay. But if you just put 200 proofs, that goes through every point scientifically, systematically why it's impossible to live in a ball.
Okay. I'll try that.
Thank you very much for your time.
Enjoy yourself.
Sure, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. On a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you consider yourself to be?
10.
10? Well, that's pretty open-minded, isn't it?
Yeah. Have to be at the same age.
Totally agree with you. Have you ever been exposed to brainwashing? Never. Do you think you would know if you were?
Maybe.
If you were to dismiss something as rubbish without inquiring about it, would you say that was intelligent?
No.
No. So we really have to inquire before we dismiss.
Yeah.
I'll have to explain if anyone's watching. I'm on a bouncy bridge.
Yeah.
People are walking along. Now, I've just passed a shop there called Flat Earth. Have you seen it?
I haven't though, but I've seen it on Facebook.
Oh, I've seen it on Facebook. So I thought that'd be a good subject to ask people as well. What's their thoughts on it? What's your impressions of that?
A little rubbish. Yeah. You can see yourself. Dome. Right above you.
It's what, sorry?
A dome.
A dome. So we're under a dome, are we?
No, the dome is our atmosphere.
Oh, right.
Right. Explained by round shape all around us. Yeah. So you can't get if it's flat, you wouldn't get that dome shape of us.
And let's just say I was born into the world. I say, well, where is this dome? How can I see it? Is there any evidence for it?
You see the sky.
It's what?
And you see the sky, and as the sun comes up, and the cloud as well.
Yeah, but does that prove that we're on a spinning ball with water on it though?
Yes.
Is that?
And also, if you look at the night sky, the moon comes up 40 minutes later every night. If it was flat Earth, it'd up in the same place, wouldn't it?
I think they have an explanation for that on flat Earth.
Have they?
Yeah. It's like the moon and the Earth is a lot closer than we're told, and it revolves round, but it also goes further in and further out. So, activating seasons and different time zones. But could I ask you, when you said that was rubbish, and when I asked you earlier to dismiss without inquiry, have you inquired into what's that shop or?
I've not looked into it, but I've been looking at it for and against, and there's so much for that it's a globe, not a flat Earth. Okay, you fall off the end of it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I would say to you, why do you perceive it as an edge?
Because if it's flat, there's going to be an edge somewhere, isn't there? You come to the edge.
But is there an edge at either end of this water here? The water's contained, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why could the flat Earth water not be contained? Because this is flat, is it not? Would you say that water's flat?
To a point, yeah.
To a point? Can you see any curvature? Is it flowing this direction and that direction? It's got a slight flow in it because it's a river.
Yeah.
But it's pretty level, isn't it, the river? Yeah. So I would suggest that all water is level. It's flat. It's not curved. Is that my phone or your phone?
My phone.
Oh. There's no evidence of curvature, and when you fly in a really high plane, it's the horizontal is completely flat. The horizon's flat. When you're on a mountain, it's flat, and when you're on the beach, it's flat. But yet we're told, no, it's a ball. Now, it's only 25,000 miles circumference, so it must see some evidence of a curvature somewhere. Because it's 8 inches per mile squared, the curvature, so that's quite a steep incline. Do you know the pictures of Earth from space? Now, I wasn't into this either until I started researching, because people dismiss without looking into it. But they're not real photographs you see from space, they're actually Photoshop. Now, the guy who makes them is called Robert Simmons, and he constructs a blue marble shot every year, but he admits it's Photoshop. I do it, it's not real. And there's no evidence that we live in a ball. There's no evidence whatsoever. If you don't mind me saying so, you and I were both indoctrinated at 5 years old, told you live in this ball, okay, because our critical thinking hadn't developed. now as a critical adult, you can ask the question, well, where's the proof that I live on a spinning ball of water in it? Because the curvature not measurable, can't be seen. Everywhere you see is flat. You know the Suez Canal? It's 100 miles long. Now canals work because they're level. 100 miles absolute level. That's impossible in the ball.
What?
A dog card.
No.
I do a dog card.
Do you ever go onto YouTube?
Yep.
Can I ask you just to watch one video?
Right.
It's called 200 Proofs.
Okay.
200 Proofs why we cannot be living on the ball. But we've been brainwashed to believe that we do live in a watery spinning ball shooting through space. Now, it's still, we're not moving. Our senses tell us we're not moving. But we believe what the authorities tell us. Say, oh, you are moving. But all our senses tell us we're not moving. And what knowledge we have is only a belief, second-hand information that we've accepted. What do you think what I've said to you? I lots all rushed.
I still believe we are spinning because we can time lapse the night sky, yeah.
But it is a belief, though, isn't it?
Yeah, we are on a globe. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
No, I'm asking you, is that a belief or is that a knowing?
It's knowing.
But could you prove it to me then? Because say I'm new into this world. I'm your child. I say, Daddy, can you prove to me I'm on the spinning ball?
Just watch the night sky at night. Spinning around.
Yeah, the night sky's spinning around.
Who are you with?
But we're not.
Of course we are.
But then I would say, can you prove it to me so I can be convinced I'm on the ball?
It's hard to do that because we all know we're spinning. You can just by looking at the night sky, we see the stars moving. Yeah,
I agree with you that it's all spinning, but it still isn't proof that you and I are spinning though. And what did you think when I told you that those images are not real photographs?
Don't know. I mean,
would it be inquisitive enough for you to go and check that out?
Check it out.
Robert Simmons is his name, who creates these shots. But do you remember the moon landings and you watch spacewalks?
Yeah.
Nobody ever takes the camera and turns 360. That shot doesn't exist. The same way Coronation Street doesn't do it either. Because you see the fourth wall, the director, the actors. And on a rocket, you see a rocket taking off. So why aren't the cameras all over that rocket so that we can see the whole journey? You know, they're taking off and then all of a sudden, here we are on the International Space Station.
Yeah.
We should see that whole journey, should we not? Sorry, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
Well, what's the evidence? Can I not see that whole journey? Because it doesn't exist. And 360s in space or the moon doesn't exist. Gravity's never been proven because that's what it's called, the theory of gravity. But gravity holding water to a ball, I mean, that's insane, really. I know you think I'm insane for questioning it, but water on a ball, that is insane. At 5-year-olds, we believed that.
Yeah.
But now as a critical thinking adult, you know, water on a ball. Anyway, I'll let you rest. It's pretty cold, so
we did.
Thank you very much for your time. Yeah, if I can ask you, what's your first thoughts of that?
Well, I don't know anything about it. I've seen bits in the paper and I don't know, just having a look now. I don't know, it's a bit far out. I'm quite
somebody once said to me, me thinking I live on a spinning ball of water going around it.
Aye.
Is that not a bit far out? And I thought, well...
Gravity.
Yeah. But then, has gravity ever been proven?
Oh, now you're trying to bend my head.
I think that's why it's called the theory of gravity, because it's never actually been proven.
Yeah.
But we believe it. I think you and I would have both believed it at 5 years old.
Perhaps, yes.
And never questioned it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to dismiss something without inquiry is it's actually called lunacy.
Aye.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you heard of cognitive dissonance?
Sorry?
Cognitive dissonance.
No.
That's when we believe something all our life and we take it as fact, and somebody says something else, we go, oh, rubbish, I don't want to look at it.
Yeah,
it can't be true.
I understand it, yeah.
So, but when we actually look into it, I think, oh wait a minute, water doesn't curve, does it?
No.
But yeah,
it's the flat Earth.
Yeah, we're told it does, but then they say, well, water never curves.
Hmm.
Does it? Have you ever seen curved water?
On a waterfall.
You're coming down, but on a plane or a mountain, have you ever seen curved water?
No.
No, neither have I. Nobody has. So it's a belief. If you look at, you see these high altitude balloons, look up to 21 miles high.
Aye.
The horizon's flat level. Yet NASA uses a fisheye lens, which I've got one myself, and it makes it look curved.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at these blue marble shots that are presented to us every year, look at the size of America in 2012 and look at the size of it in 1978. They can't both be right, can they?
Oh, it could be anything. That could just be camera trickery.
Well, it is. It's photoshopped. It's not a real photograph.
Yeah, certainly get people talking, but
It's good to talk, eh?
it sure is, aye. But I'm a firm believer. No, well, look at the moon. I look up at the moon, it's round, and I believe that the planet I'm standing on is also round.
Yeah. But would I suggest that's a belief, though, like you just said, rather than a knowing?
Yes, I believe. Aye.
And some people use the argument: the snooker ball's are round. Does that mean the table's going to be round?
Aye, that's too much. And what's this supposed to be?
Well, that's supposed to be taken from the other side of the moon. Does that look real?
No.
No. Well, why do we accept it then without critical thinking? We just accept these things without questioning it.
I don't know. It's a good. It's a moon lander feature. Aye.
Could I recommend just one video to go and watch, and I guarantee it will change your thinking.
Okay.
Do you on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
It's called 200 Proofs.
200 proofs.
Why we're not living on a spinning ball. Just put in 200 proofs, and I'll go through each point systematically, showing you. Of course, we don't live on a ball. It's impossible.
Okay.
And I would suggest that
200
beware,
proofs.
like I was, brainwashed.
Aye.
I believe I'm a magical spinning watery ball shooting through space.
Aye. Well.
Aye.
Right. Good man.
Thanks, man. Cheers.